Good afternoon, students. Today's topic is genetic improvement of microbial stains and nitrogen fixers also. So, what is the need behind the genetic improvement in microorganisms and nitrogen fixers? So, it's for the increase in yield of the desired product, medium and growth conditions should be optimized. Medium and growth optimization is having limited effect on increase in the product due to organism's maximum ability to synthesize the product, which is controlled by its genome. Thus, if one want to increase the product, then one should modify the genome. This is called as the genetic improvement of that organism. If we are following these three steps for the increase in yield and for the proper optimization and increasing the product variability, modifying the genome, this is what we are doing in the genetic improvement of that particular organism. So now, considering the genetic improvement, how can we achieve it? By the various processes. So the three major processes are mutation and selection, natural gene transfer methods, genetic engineering. So what are mutation and selection? In nature, mutations occurs changes in the chromosome of an organism, and it occurs spontaneously at very low rate, right? One mutational event in every 10 to 6 to 10 to the power 7 cells per generation, mean it is a sudden change in any of the chromosome of an organism. It occurs by inducing or spontaneous, mean naturally, right? Mutation rate can be dramatically increased by exposure of microorganisms to mutagenic agents such as ultraviolet light or various chemicals which induce changes in the deoxyribonucleic acid DNA of host cell. Now, what are the types of mutagens we are introducing in various microorganisms? So, there are three. One is physical, second one is chemical, and third one is biological. So, what are the chemical mutagens? These are ionizing radiations, ultraviolet rays, radiation and radioactive decay. Ionizing radiation are X-rays, gamma rays and alpha particles. UV radiations are above 260 nm creates pyridine dimers, and radioactive decay is 14 carbon decays the DNA into nitrogen, right? What are the chemical mutagens? These are the base analogs, base modifying agents and the intercalating agents. Base analogs are 5-bromouracil, which makes an analog of thymine, right? Thymine is pyrimidine, which comes under the topic nitrogenous bases, right? And 2-aminopurine is also a base analog, which make an analog of adenine, right? And base modifying agents are the alkylating agents, which comes under, example of alkylating agents are nitrosoguanidine. Intercalating agents are the agents which intercalate between the two strands, or you can say it causes the base insertion and deletion, right? Examples are proflavin, acridine orange and ethidium bromides, and so many other intercalating agents also which intercalate between the two bases of the DNA. Now we talk about the biological mutagens. These are of like transposons, virus and bacteria. These are the biological mutagens which we insert in certain microorganisms, and we see a change in their genetic genes. It insert into transposons, get inserted into chromosomal DNA and disrupt functional elements of the gene. And virus DNA may be inserted into the genomes and disrupt the genetic function. And bacteria such as Helicobacter pylori causing DNA damage and reducing the efficiency of DNA repair systems, thereby increasing mutation. So these are the biologically used mutagens which are used in mutational screening. Now talking about natural gene transfer method, we consider transduction, conjugation and transformation. So what is transduction? Transduction involves the genetic exchange mediated by a bacterial virus, which is known as a bacteriophage. So in transduction method, we consider a bacteriophage, and by modifying its genetic duration or genetic exchange we mediate, and by use of bacteriophage we are introducing cells, right? So over and all, we consider in transduction a bacteriophage, right? What is conjugation? Conjugation is a bacterial mating in which a natural gene transfer system is required, which is a close physical contact between donors and recipient. In this, there are two cells. One is a donor cell and another one is a recipient cell. And between these two cells, there is a formation of conjugation tube. And by the conjugation tube, the DNA genes are getting transferred, as you can see by this diagram. This red color plasmid is getting transferred through a conjugation tube into a recipient cell. So by this method also we are just manipulating the genes in microorganisms. Now what is transformation? Transformation in certain microorganisms are able to take up naked DNA present in a surrounding medium. So it is a non-competent cell, and by the effect of environmental signals it becomes competent. Free DNA is getting inserted into it and we are getting a transformed bacteria. So that is the overall process of transformation, in which we are taking a naked DNA and we are inserting it into a competent bacteria, right? This process is called transformation, as this gene transfer process is limited to strains that are naturally competent. Competent means the cell has potential to develop into a transformed bacteria. Mean transformation process उसमें हो सकता है. Now we talk about the electroporation method, which we used physically. Right, this technique involves the application of high voltage electric pulses of short duration to induce the formation of transient pores in cell walls and membranes. So I think we have discussed electroporation earlier in physical method of transformation in detail, right? Previously we have discussed this method. Metabolic engineering or genetic engineering is a type of engineering in which we use different metabolites, or by the use of genetics, mean genes, we are introducing various existing compounds, or mean improving the compound, degradation of compound we are doing in that particular organism which we are taking gene of interest, right? And it is a use of genetic engineering to modify the metabolism of an organism. We are also modifying the metabolism of an organism. Also, it requires the basic molecular biological technologies such as cloning, promoter analysis, protein targeting, plant transformation, biochemical genetics, and other areas of plant biology, right? The most successful metabolic engineering approach is golden rice, production of vitamin A in rice by introducing new pathways. It's a very successful metabolic engineering approach you have listened about, that is golden rice. Why it is called as a golden rice? Because it is introduced by production of vitamin A. Vitamin A is getting introduced in golden rice, which is a major successful engineering approach. And by introducing new pathways, by using a different pathway, we have introduced vitamin A into a golden rice. Now what is the mode behind using or doing a genetic engineering or genetic modification in microorganism? We have to block a metabolic flux and to channelize a metabolic flux into a new cell compartment, and then we have to introduce a new metabolic pathway into organism. This is a flow diagram, or you can say metabolic engineering is connected to a synthetic biology, structural biology, organelle engineering, and system biology. Okay, from these four core subjects or topics, metabolic engineering is connected. And in synthetic biology, there are chemical used, biofuels, drugs, and structural biology, bioplastics. Cellulosic biomass is in system biology, CO2, organelle, engineering, sugars. So these are getting involved in its pathway. Now the process: identification of target metabolite, analyzing a metabolic pathway, determining the optimal genetic manipulation, cloning, and expression of a gene. Now, what are the applications we used by modifying genetics of microorganisms and nitrogen fixers? So they can be like used in improved plant performance. Why we are doing this? To improve the plant performance, it reduce stress, improve nutrition and health, and new industries. So plant gene technologies related to environment, more sustainable production. By improving the plant performance, we can improve these points, and by reducing the stresses, we can biotic and abiotic, we can reduce these points. You can just note it down, I will give you the PDF. And improving in nutrition and health, we can just maintain vitamins and minerals in the particular crop we can introduce. And in industries, we can just do chemical feedstock, and pharmaceutical industries also, by introducing gene, we can produce a various vaccines, antibiotics, diagnostics. So these are the applications we used by modulating a gene in microorganism and nitrogen fixers. I will provide you a PDF for this, and if you have any query, you can just ask me on Google Classroom as well as WhatsApp. Thank you so much. And sorry if there is so much noise behind my video, because I have a problem, so pardon for that. Sorry.